Oh look, I think the original point that Shane raised as someone who is a strong defender of the regions won't surprise anyone. In fact, I myself in the past have raised questions around making sure that our regions are well served. But calling for the sacking of any board member is a step too far, and I have told Shane Jones that.
So you have given him a good telling off?
I've certainly explained to him that he is absolutely entitled to an opinion, which he has shared, but suggesting anyone from the board should go is a step too far.
Some have suggested that he should go.
No, look, this is not a sacking offence, not for any Air New Zealand board member, not for Shane. He's expressed an opinion, one that I know some New Zealanders will certainly share some sympathy for, particularly those in the regions, but suggesting someone should be sacked is too far.
Who would win in a boxing match between Stuart Nash and Alfred Mara?
Is there a background or context to this question that I should know about?
They've both posted videos on Facebook of them pumping different sized weights.
Right. I'm not sure that's a debate I wish to enter into. What caused that display?
I don't know, it's a good question.
Questions later.
Just on Shane Jones again, he has accepted hospitality to the Baraka Parliament dinner tonight in light of, I guess, his comments today. Is that appropriate?
Look, that is entirely a decision for Shane, and I think he's asking about that.
What was Shane Jones' response to your comments today? Does he acknowledge that they weren't right?
Oh, look, he absolutely stands by his original position, but of course I've shared my view that in terms of extending that to calling for a chair to stand down is absolutely too far. He heard me, certainly acknowledged what I was saying, and I'm sure is thinking on that as well.
Are you confident he's not going to do something like this again?
Oh, look, am I confident that Shane Jones won't have an opinion in the future? Of course he'll continue to have opinions. What we've got to do is always make sure that we draw the line. We have a large interest as government in Air New Zealand to make sure that we don't overstep the mark, and even though he has no ability to follow through on what he's suggested, it has been going too far.
So he has overstepped the mark in this case?
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. Calling for someone to resign. He has no ability to act on it. He's not a shareholding minister, but suggesting it was going too far.
He loves the regions. Do you think this was just a crime of passion?
Oh, I absolutely accept and acknowledge that he has a strong role in advocating for the regions. No one would be surprised that Shane's done that, and a lot will hold sympathy for that. But suggesting someone should stand down is going too far.
Did you see the regional GDP figures today, which are very healthy economic growth in all the provinces?
Yes, of course. We still have significant disparity, though. When we look at particular regions like the East Coast, like Northland, I don't think anyone would argue that we still have more work to do.
Fonterra's chief executive has stood down. Have you got any comments to make on that?
No, none specifically. Obviously, Teo's been in the role for a long time. I'm sure there'll be a number of reasons that are playing into his decision, the decision that he's made.
Do you think it has anything to do with the write-down of being made in China?
Oh, look, as I say, he's been in that role for a long time, so I think it would be a judgment call for me to say that would be the core reason. You'd certainly have to ask him.